Hi, I'm Steve Handy from Axopar London Group, and I'm here today in unbelievable February winter Algarve weather. Sun's absolutely glorious, and I want to bring you details of a new listing we've got here, a 2018 Axopar 28 called Storm. She's a T-top version, and I'm going to take you on a tour. So let's start at the back end and talk about this engine. Various options available on Axopars, mostly with Mercury. I personally prefer this configuration. I think this engine is the best. So it's a 3.4 litre straight six. They call it an L6. It's a supercharged engine. This is 350 horsepower, and I think this is a perfect combination of weight, power, sound for this hull and this form. So this boat will do over 40 knots, but it's an economical engine at slower speeds, slower cruising speeds. But for those speed freaks, revving this engine up at higher revs and getting her up at north of 40 knots with the supercharged whistle and this L6 engine, it's absolutely stunning. And as you can see, she's finished in white, which is quite rare actually on an L6. Number of options fitted to this boat when new. So she has the water ski frame at the back end. She does have the S-Tech flooring, which does create a higher quality feel. Instead of having the white stippled fiberglass, you've actually got a composite type decking, which is nice. Standard feature on an Axopar is two big lockers at the back end, but for boat users who understand the need for storage, this is really important. They're big deep lockers, so you can get lots of your mooring paraphernalia in there. This particular boat had stainless steel fishing rod holders fitted, which I've not seen before, fitted to the side rails. Really like that. You can imagine fishing rods trawling here on a nice sunny day. That's a really lovely feature. As you can see, she's got the aft cabin, so comfortably sleeps two. You have side windows creating some light. If you were going to sleep in here, I'd probably want the cushion off and the light coming through this hatch in the top, or open it for ventilation. But actually I think people miss the fact that when you walk on this boat, if you've got your boating stuff that you need to store when you walk on board, you can literally open the lid and chuck your boating stuff and use this area as a storage area when you're not sleeping in it. So I really like that as a sort of a feature, and the benefit clearly for the user is that it makes it really easy to store your things as you walk on board. Moving forward, I can see we've got the upgraded audio, so we've got big speakers here with a big subwoofer. That's really nice. She's got the lighter colour sand Silvertex upholstery. I think that's a really nice finish. Door into the aft cabin is accessed here. I've comfortably got 4 seats here, armrests on the outer seat, so if you've got an enthusiastic boat driver, your passengers will feel very safe and enclosed. I've got a base here for a table, so I could actually sit around a table. Really important feature on an Axopar is that these two forward-facing seats, so the driver's and the co-pilot seat, actually spin independently of each other. But if you're sat at an anchorage wanting to have some food or a drink, you can spin these two seats around and all sit around a table in a really sociable environment. So really key feature on this Axopar design, great handholds, is that you step down here as the driver. So I'm now feeling like I'm in a lower part of the hull and I'm really in command. I'm not sitting up on the boat and feeling like it's controlling me. I feel like this is very sporty and a very safe place to be. I can stand against this seat bolster, and as I do that, I've got full visibility above the window. So if I'm manoeuvring or at slow speeds, I want to see ahead, I can do that standing, or I can drop the seat bolster, sit on the seat, adjust the wheel if I want to, and then I can sit under the window, so I've got full protection from wind, from any spray that might come over the top. So that feels really good, and I know, having driven a number of these, that you feel really in command. This is a very safe, comfortable, really sporty place to be on a boat of this size. For a 28-foot boat, obviously an Axopar hull is synonymous with driving in heavy seas. That deep V, that axe bow, deep V, those twin steps which create cushioning under the hull, means that as you come off a wave, your axe bow and your deep V slices through the wave, and as the back part of the boat lands down onto the wave, you've got that air cushioning with those twin steps, so you don't get the slamming sensation that you get in a lot of alternative products, not mentioning any names. So you feel very comfortable and very safe in an Axopar, but importantly, you can extend your day on the water. You know, boat slamming is the thing that gives people fatigue. Obviously sun and salt water and all that sort of thing, but an uncomfortable ride home is the thing that makes people want to get off a boat and not go back. On an Axopar, it instills confidence. You don't get that negative sensation of that slamming with the hull. You feel very in control. Your passengers have got, and driver of course, have got shade here from the T-top. So this boat encourages you to come and use it, which is great. This is what an Axopar is about. This is a 2018 boat, so she's not new, but she's in incredible condition for her age, and she's priced accordingly. She's got here the upgraded equipment here, so she's got the larger Garmin chart plotter. She has a Garmin VHF, and as I said earlier, she has the upgraded audio pack. So really, what a great boat. But let's go forward and show you the foredeck area. So a really important feature to mention again on here are these high bulwarks and these side rails. I feel really safe, very enclosed in here. So if you've got kids or you're precarious on a boat, certainly if you're at anchor and the boat's rolling, having this high safety rail is such an important feature that so many boats don't have. This is of course a standard design feature on an Axopar, but this really does make being at sea on a boat feel very, very safe if you're in a 28 Axopar. Standard feature on the boat is a compartment, toilet compartment here. So you've got access door in, you step down into a toilet compartment, manual seawater flush toilet in here, but you've got a toilet, you've got a sink with fresh water and storage in this compartment, obviously all lit with lighting, so a really important feature. Nice little mirror in there so you girls can check their makeup. Lots of seating here, probably what, 4 people here comfortably. And these bolsters, these backrests are really, really comfortable, really nice. Lots of storage on this boat. So I'm sat under a huge locker. I've got another locker forward here, so you can store more than enough of all your boating paraphernalia. I've got a table here in the dining position. This boat's fitted with the sunbathing conversion, so it has alternative legs that drop this table down, cushion goes on top, and then this whole V shape becomes just one big sun lounging area. We've got an anchor locker forward, which is huge, so you can certainly big enough to store fenders in there. This boat's fitted with a ultra anchor. It's got a quick windlass, electric windlass, which is controlled either from a remote at the bow here or from a switch on the main helm. And you've got galvanised anchor chain. Shore power is fed into this connector here. So you'd plug in here and then plug into the shore. That gives you 220 volt power, which is running a battery charger, charging your domestic and your engine batteries. So that's really important here. And the sunshade, which I think is very important, is an option that was fitted on this boat. Don't see that very often. That attaches to the T-top here. You've got stanchion posts that fit into those bases, and then this gives you a fully shaded area forward, which I think is a really, really good feature. So you can see the zip in here. This is for a cover that encloses and covers this whole area. All of the other cushions have covers that go over the top, which explains why they're in such great condition. So I would say in summary, Storm is a really beautiful example of a Axopar 28 T-top. We have all the title paperwork on file, so she comes with great provenance, and I would encourage anybody that has interest in this boat to contact me directly and arrange a time to come and see her in person in Villamora. That brings me to the end of the tour. I'm Steve Handy from Axopar London Group. If you've enjoyed the video, hit like and please subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to seeing you on the next tour.